Hello everyone, welcome back and welcome to day 12. We are doing a nice full body stretch today. We're not going to stay too long in any one place, so find a little bit of space to move and let's get started. So let's begin today in child's pose. You can come over onto your knees. Bring them out nice and wide. Send your hips back towards your heels, maybe even a little rock of your shoulders, side to side if that feels good. Pushing into your fingertips or your palms a little bit. And then we're going to start to walk our hands over towards the left side. So probably off of your mat. Walk your hands up and over so that you feel a stretch through your right arm, your shoulder, maybe even all the way down the side of your oblique. You can let your forehead come down. You might even take your left hand and place it under your forehead for a little pillow. And then you might also just walk your right fingertips further away. Create as much length through the right side of your body and your arm as you can. And then with an inhale, let's just start to move slowly. You can lift your forehead, start to look towards your hands. We're going to be walking them back to the middle of our mats. You can keep your chest lifted, maybe add a gentle rock of the shoulders side to side before you start to walk your hands over towards the right. Probably off of your mat, but maybe not. Especially that left hand, walk it away as far as you can to feel the length through the left side body now. Maybe taking your right hand and placing it under your forehead for a pillow. Once you are here, if you're feeling a nice stretch, perfect. If you want more, walk your fingertips a little further away. Awesome work, you guys. Slowly inhale and start to lift up. Walk your hands back to the middle of your mat. Maybe send your hips back towards your heels again. Maybe you can feel the love through your hips here. And then we can start to come up into tabletop. So bring your knees in, bring your hands under your shoulders, maybe take a couple rocks of your hips side to side. And then we'll take an inhale. Start to drop your belly towards your mat and lift your chest and even your chin. As you exhale, round your spine, bring your chin towards your collarbone, push into your palms. And inhale, drop your belly again. Lift your chest, your chin. Exhale, round it out. And one more breath here. Inhale, dropping your belly, arching your back. Exhale, rounding your spine. Awesome work, you guys. Come back to a nice flat back. You can slide your right leg forwards. And then kind of roll to your right hip a little bit. We're going to set up a 90-90 with our legs. Right leg forwards, left leg back. You can start with your knee in line with your hips. If you want a little more, you might scooch it back further. If you want a little less, you might bring it closer towards your foot. But lean back a bit. See if you can find some love for that back leg. Maybe just close your eyes, lean back a little. Relax a little. Feel that nice stretch. Awesome, you guys. So we're going to lean forwards now so that we can move our back leg. I want you to bring your knee all the way up towards your foot, as close as you can get it. You might even tuck your heel towards that left hip. So we're making kind of a triangle shape with our legs, somewhat. You can start to turn your chest towards the right and kind of twist. Maybe looking behind you or over to the right side. Push into your fingertips. Maybe the left hand's on your right knee. Lift the chest, turn the chest, and twist. Awesome work, you guys. Letting an inhale bring you back so you're facing forwards. We're just going to pivot to the other side. So you might lean back so that you can free up your back leg and kind of rock over so that you can set up your 90-90 the other way with your left leg forwards. So maybe your knee starts in line with your hip. Maybe it's a little closer. Maybe it's a little further from that front foot. That is for you to decide, or really your back leg to decide. Lean back. Make your adjustments. And then relax. Breathe softness into the legs where you feel the love. And if you're leaning backwards here, we can start to lean forward, slide our knee up to our foot, maybe tuck the heel towards the hip, and then taking our twist, turning towards the left side. So keep the chest lifted, kind of like you want to lift your hips too, but they're not going to go too far. Lift your chest, turn your chest, twist. If you're lucky, you'll feel your quad, your legs here too. Awesome work, you guys. Letting an inhale bring you back so you're facing forwards. And this time we can find our tabletop. So as gracefully as you're able to make your way onto your hands and knees again, you can start to come there. Maybe shake it out a little bit. Rock those hips side to side a couple times. You can keep your hips nice and high. Reach your arms out in front, and then let's just try to drop our chest down low, low, low for our puppy dog. Maybe your forehead rests. Maybe your forearms and your elbows rest. And maybe you can rest a cheek instead and get a stretch for your neck. Softening through your shoulders, and if you've got a cheek down, switching sides. Let your chest be heavy, your shoulders soften. If you've got a cheek down, maybe switch back to your forehead or your chin. And letting an inhale slowly bring you back up. Walk your hands under your shoulders, back into your tabletop. We're going to start to bring our right foot forwards between our hands. Let's set up a lunge, sinking the hips forwards and down. Feel free to roll your mat over for that back knee. But find that left hip flexor, and then you can heel toe your foot over to the right side of your mat. Your knees out to the side for your lizard, sinking into the hips again. You can stay here if you want to twist, left hand to the edge of your mat, turn your chest towards the right. Let your hips be heavy. If you want to try to catch your back foot, add your quad, you could do that too. Wherever you are, soften your hips. You have your back leg, your back foot, slowly let that go. If you are twisting, slowly let that go as well. You can heel toe your foot to the middle of your mat. Send your hips back. Point your toes up. Find your half split. Dropping your chest towards your knee. Feel the calf, feel the hamstring. Nicely done, you guys. Using an inhale, bend back into your front knee, into your lunge. And then let's start to lift our chest up, sinking into those hips. You can place your hands on your knee or reach your arms out. Cross your right arm over top of the left. Hug your shoulders. Stay here, find eagle arms. Opening up through the upper back and the shoulders and finding those hips. Beautiful, you guys. Big inhale to reach your arms back out, and exhale, plant your hands. Send your hips back for your half split. One more time, point those toes up. And then let an inhale bring you back into your lunge, just so that you feel you can make your way into tabletop as gracefully as you can. Shake out your hips a little bit, and then your left foot can start to come forwards between your hands, setting up your lunge, maybe rolling your mat over for that back knee, but find your right hip. And maybe you still feel the left hip too. When you're ready for it, you can heel toe your foot out to the left side, turn your toes out a little, find your lizard, let your knee fall out, your hands under your shoulders, hips, let them melt towards the mat. Staying here or adding your twist. Right hand can find the edge of your mat, turning your chest to the left. Twist, maybe trying to catch your back foot to add the quad in, to deepen the hip stretch. Nicely done, you guys. If you have your back leg, your back foot, slowly let that go. If you're twisting, slowly let that go too. You can heel toe your foot back to the middle of your mat and then send your hips back for your half split. Maybe pointing your toes up, dropping your chest towards your knee, softening through your shoulders. Letting an inhale bring you back into your lunge one more time. Sinking into the hips, maybe lifting the chest this time. Soften the hips. The option to reach your arms out and cross your left arm over the right this time. Hug your shoulders or eagle arms. Your arms are wound together. Inhale to release and exhale to fold and plant your hands. Send your hips back for your half split again for just a breath or two. Maybe pointing those toes up. And then inhale back into your lunge so that you can make your way into tabletop again. Give your knees a gentle rock, side to side, shake it out a bit. And then you can cross your ankles, have a seat, bringing your legs out in front and the soles of your feet together for butterfly. Take an inhale to lengthen your spine. And with the exhale, start to twist. Turn your chest towards the left side. Maybe your hands move. One in front of you, one behind you for support, but twist. And then let an inhale bring you back forwards, and exhale as you twist to the other side. Lengthen your spine. Letting an inhale bringing you back through center and maybe taking a tip forwards. Awesome, you guys. Let an inhale lift you up. If you are folding, your hands can find your knees to help them come back together. Gentle rock, side to side maybe. And finding a comfy seated position. If you always cross your legs the same way, maybe crossing them the other way. Placing your hands on your knees or in your lap and just letting your chin fall down towards your collarbone. Let an inhale bring your head over towards your right shoulder. And exhale, bring your chin back down. Inhale to the other side. And exhale, bring it back. Nice, you guys. Let an inhale, lift your chin back up, just to a neutral place. You can bring your hands together in front of your heart. Thank you for being here today, for showing up for yourself. And until tomorrow, namaste.